and welcome to Tracking the Week. On Monday, worried by the spate of vandalization of power equipment across the country, coupled with the practice of power theft, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has recommended capital punishment for any offender arrested in connection with the practice. Speaking in Abuja during a meeting with old and new heads of power agencies in Nigeria, the minister blamed the ugly trend coupled with low gas supply for the epileptic power supply in Nigeria. Correspondent Kule Ojo reports that Adelabu disclosed that some Nigerians have failed to understand that power equipment are costly to procure and install, noting that the act of vandalism will no longer be handled with kid gloves. He stressed that the ministry has secured an understanding with the Office of the National Security Advisor and other security agencies to ensure that all its installations are safe and secure, just as he enjoined Nigerians to do the same. The minister enjoined heads power agencies to be on their toes and continue to educate Nigerians on the problems being encountered, noting that within the short period of time, the issue of epileptic power supply will soon be over. Still on Monday, an investigator with Independent Corrupt Practices and other related offences, Agboro Michael, informed the court of how the immediate past governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, used a private company where his wife was a director to secure 45 contracts from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Agboro, while being led in evidence before Justice Hamza Muazu of the Federal High Court Abuja by the Prosecution Counsel Rotimi Oyedepo, said the contracts were approved by Emefiele, who is currently standing trial before Justice Muazu. Correspondent Kunle Ojo reports that an investigator told the court that the defendant used Architecture Investment Limited and April 1616 to secure majority of the contract, while at the saddle as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The witness also revealed that Emefiele's wife, who is a staff of the Apex Bank, also holds the position of a director in April 1616 that had no dealing with the Central Bank of Nigeria before Emefiele assumed the position of the CBN governor. He revealed that April 1616 started enjoying patronage of CBN in 2018 for the procurement of vehicles, especially Toyota branded vehicles. The private investigator said his team was curious to know how a company with no track record could get contracts from Toyota at the expense of Toyota accredited dealers. And on Tuesday, the Senate suspended the chairman of the Northern Senators Forum, Senator Abdul Ningi, from Bauchi Central for 3 months following unsubstantiated allegation of budget padding. The decision followed a rowdy session as a plenary where allegations of partiality and favoritism came to the fore. The Tuesday's plenary of the Nigerian Senate was characterized by mild drama and rowdy session as the Senate debated the interview granted by the chairman of the Northern Senators Forum, Senator Abdul Ningi, on the padding of 2024 budget. The chairman of the Appropriation Committee and senator from Ogun West Senatorial District, Adeola Olamilekon, set the tone for the debate and the ensued drama. They compelled the Senate to resolve to the Committee of the Whole for proper debate on the matter. A cross-section of senators who spoke on the matter described the action of Senator Abdul Ningi as unparliamentary. Responding to the matter, Senator Ningi said he has enough evidence to substantiate his claim, stressing that some senatorial districts in Nigeria are being marginalized. The senator, after a brief disruption put up by the mover of the motion, Senator Adeola Olamilekon, which revolves around the suspension of Senator Abdul Ningi for his own parliamentary action. Still on Tuesday, the House Representatives received a letter for consideration on the 2024 statutory budget proposal of the FCT from President Bola Tinubu. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, who read the letter at plenary, said the budget has been prepared on the basis of the FCT revenue and expenditure focus, in line with the fiscal development policy of the federal government. According to the letter, in line with the provisions of Section 121 and 299 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory has prepared the 2024 budget proposal of the state capital. The proposal, according to the Speaker, prioritizes improvement in healthcare services, job creation, youth empowerment, and increased productivity. On Wednesday, President Bola Tinubu directed the opening of Nigeria's land and air borders with the Republic of Niger and the lifting of other sanctions against the country with immediate effect. This directive was in compliance with the decisions of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government at its extraordinary summit on February 24, 2024 in Abuja. ECOWAS leaders had agreed to lift economic sanctions against the Republic of Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea. The president also directed that sanctions imposed on the Republic of Niger be lifted immediately. And still on Wednesday, the president sworn in 17 national commissioners of the National Population Commission. The swearing-in was to complete the number of commissioners to enable the commission conduct a smooth housing and population census in the country. Recall that the commission under the Buhari-led government had spent a whopping 200 billion to conduct the 2023 census but could not succeed due to unforeseen circumstances. Chairman of the commission, Nasir Isa Kwara, who addressed State House correspondents after the swearing-in, said the exercise will enable the commission conduct the exercise when approved. Isakwara, however, said no approval has been issued for the conduct of the census by the president yet. He said the swearing is a critical step in assisting the commission to carry on the preparation for the conduct of the census. And on Thursday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wrote to the House Representatives seeking repeal of the Student Loans Act 2023 and the enactment of the Student Loan Bill 2024. Speaker of the House, Abbas Tajuddin, read the letter transmitting the Student Loan Repeal and Enactment Bill from the President during Thursday's plenary. The President in his letter explained that the request for repeal of the Student Loan Act 2023 and a fresh enactment is to address some challenges with the earlier act and to enhance the implementation of the student loan scheme by his administration. The fresh bill received overwhelming support from lawmakers who were unanimous that the student loan scheme will assist indigent students when operational. The House Representative also considered and passed for second reading the Student Loan Access to Higher Education Bill and the bill to establish Federal College of Education Technical in Ota, Oyebaju, Osun State. The bill was sponsored by Honorable Clement Akonni. Still on Thursday, Labour leaders declared unacceptable the claims of state governors that they cannot pay the 35,000 naira wage award to civil servants. Speaking with Galaxy News correspondent Lebby Joseph, the duo of Comrade Rufus, the national president of Perese, and Comrade Saidu, the Secretary General of ANAP, said despite billions of naira the federal government released to the state as added fund for palliative, the state governors have no form of justification not to pay the wage award. The two Labour leaders called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to mandate the state governors to pay up the wage award because the economic situation of the workers is terribly worrisome and their welfare should be of utmost concern to the government they are serving. And on Friday, the remains of the 42nd Olubadan of Ibadan land Oba Mohammed Olaleko Balogun was on Friday evening laid to rest at his Aliwo ancestral family palace. The late monarch, who reigned for 2 years, joined his ancestors at the age of 81 on Thursday night at the University College Hospital, Ibadan, after a brief illness. Earlier, a lying-in state was held for the monarch at the ancient Mapo Hall, where people from all walks of life paid their last rest to the departed king. The chief imam of Ibadan land, Alhaji Abdul Ganiyu, led the Muslim faithful to pray for the late monarch before he was interned. In his message, the chief imam said it is very important for Nigerians to imbibe the fear of God in whatever capacity they might find themselves. In his reaction, the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, represented by his deputy barrister Bayo Lawal, described the late Ogba Lekon Balogun as a friendly, jovial, and intellectually problem solver. Still on Friday, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, has addressed concerns related to the allegation of budget padding made by Senator Abdul Ninge, drawing from his understanding of the system and budgetary processes. The minister also reaffirmed federal government's commitment to upholding democratic principles while highlighting key developments surrounding the 2024 national budget. Senator Bagudu disclosed that the president presented a budget of 27.503 trillion naira to the National Assembly, but due to the current exchange rate and increased contributions from government-owned enterprises, the National Assembly, in its wisdom, increased it to 28.77 trillion naira, which reflects a concerted effort to optimize revenue streams. He disclosed the innovative provisions of the budget aimed at catalyzing economic growth and addressing critical national priorities, saying that over 10 billion naira have been provided to support customer credit, which would strengthen the manufacturing sector, thereby stimulating economic activities within the country. And that's all we have on Tracking the Week.